name is Marc. I represent Tranwar. Tranwar is a fintech payment company, technology innovation, and we provide our product predominantly to banks, B2B, and in some cases we provide our product where mobile money is prevalent. We provide it to telcos. So just before I start, I just want to commend INTERSWITCH for a good INTERSWITCHCONNECT event. And on behalf of Tranwar, I'd just like to say that we value the Tranwar INTERSWITCH partnership, and we thank INTERSWITCH for taking the technology to Nigeria and the African continent. So this is my mobile phone. You can see I'm scrolling through. If we click on the Tran Wallet app, this is just for demo purposes, but most of our bank partners, they integrate all the controls into their existing mobile banking app. So if we select a card, it opens up and you've got various different buttons. At the top there, you've got card status. That's the master button. If the button is switched off, so I'll just go ahead and click in there. If you turn it off, no transactions can go through on the card. So if you lose your wallet or purse, there isn't a need to call into the bank immediately to block the card. You may actually find your wallet or purse, so you can easily recover. There's in-store. There's point of sale, internet, and ATM. And even if you're traveling abroad, no need to call into your bank to activate the card for international use. You can literally self-serve and turn on various different countries. So it reduces your call center number of calls, saving you costs. So what I'm going to do here is I've got internet. Internet is turned off at the moment. So I've got a website here just for demonstration purposes. It's Gadget Store. So we're going to go ahead and buy an iPhone. Okay. So I'm going to click in there and go to billing to make payments. I'm going to type in my name on the card. I'm then going to put in my card number, put in the expiry date as 2018, put in the CVV. Now I'm going to hit buy, and we know that the button on my mobile device for that specific card is turned off for internet, so it's going to decline. So immediately you get a notification to your mobile phone. So I'll go in and click on my app, and it says it's blocked, your internet is blocked. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back into the app, and we're going to turn on internet. So now it's turned on for one transaction. I'll go in there, you can have a look, it's on for one. So I'm going to go back to the web page. I'm going to go ahead and buy the iPhone. It should go through. So I'm going to put in my card number. Put in the year. And this should go through as approved because I've turned it on my app. So yeah, it's been approved and I get a notification from the bank. Now, I'll go back there and buy the same item. Click on buy the iPhone. I know I only turned it on for one transaction. I'm going to go in and put in my card details. And it should decline because it was only on for one transaction, and you get a notification that your internet was off. So in terms of our innovation, we've also developed chatbot as well as voice bot. So we've developed it for WeChat, WhatsApp, Skype, Siri, and Google Assist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you Google Assist. So if I hold down this, ask transaction control.
Sure, let's get the test version of transaction control.
Okay.
Greetings.
Turn on my ATM card.
ATM cash is now
Turn
on
off my ATM card.
720.
turn off my ATM card? Okay. What is the status of my card? What is the status of my card? Okay, here you can see it gives the status of the card. It tells me that Botswana, Nigeria, and South Africa is turned on for international use. It says that the entire card is turned on, point of sale is off, ATM is off, and internet is off. Okay. Great. So I hope that gave you good insight into the product, what we wanted to showcase to you, how real-time and speed it is. So as I said before, we provide this product predominantly to banks, B2B. They integrate that technology into their mobile banking apps. So what I would like to just talk about is, payment solution. What is the ultimate need at a very high level? We believe that security and convenience in payments is at the utmost, but there's a thin balancing act, a thin line between security and convenience. When you increase the security of payments, it has an adverse effect on convenience. It actually makes it inconvenience. If you invest in making your payment method more convenient, it often impacts on the security. So at Tranmore, we believe we've got a solution which is totally self-service, whereby it puts the convenience aspect into play and yet makes it entirely secure. Because we believe at Tranmore that the best person to know whether a transaction is fraudulent is the actual person making the payment. So you know that if your payment channel is turned off, no fraudulent transactions can take place. So in terms of the Tranmore solution, we got 3 layers. At the top of the layer is the blue bar is self-service, just enabling your customers to be able to self-serve, turning on and off different payment channels. Then the pink layer in the middle, we know that consumers are very sensitive towards decline transactions. So with the Tranmore solution, your customers are able to quickly recover and turn on the payment channel. So I'll give you an example. You forget that you've turned off your point of sale on your card. You're at checkout at a grocery store, and there's lots of people lining up behind you. A transaction declines. You quickly go into your mobile banking app, and you turn on point of sale, and you can recover really quickly. Then the bottom layer of our solution, the green layer, is to be informed. Okay, so this is a really critical part of the solution, and this is keeping your customer well informed. In general, banks only provide notifications to their customers for declined transaction. So there's quite a big opportunity for Tranmore to provide notifications for declined transactions as well as blocked transactions. So Tranmore provides proactive transaction control with intent, enhanced customer engagement with dialogue, and the ability to turn on and off in real time different payment channels in real time, giving self-service. We have full development and rich features, which we're very open to customization. Now, if we just go through the value return on investment in terms of this technology, enhanced payment security and giving convenience to your customer gives your customer confidence that their money is secure, and it gives them peace of mind, and that drives top of wallet. And what we've seen through top of wallet ownership, through your customers having peace of mind, being multi-banked, it drives card usage, okay, in terms of that emotional decision of which bank card they select out of their wallet or purse. So that drives revenue. So it improves customer retention and stickiness, and the ultimate, it significantly reduces card fraud. It will also reduce your operational costs, specifically with your call centers. It will reduce the number of calls that you receive. so there will be a reduction in costs. So in live environment, with the banks that we have launched live, from the date we've launched live to the date that we have run statistics on the performance, we've seen up to about 70-80% reduction in fraud. So that's an exact cost savings. And then through top-of-wallet ownership, the average monthly transaction increase in utilization is about 30%, and invertly it drives new customer cardholder acquisition about 40%. Now, in terms of the transaction channels, we provide them to all types of phones, from feature to smartphone, and we service the entire pyramid. So at the base of the pyramid, we've got USSD controls, okay? So if someone is walking up to an ATM, all they need to do is pull out their device and turn on ATM, withdraw the cash. When they walk away, they turn off ATM, and no fraudulent transactions can go through. So at the middle of the pyramid, we provide SMS controls. So that is your customer sending an SMS, ATM on or ATM off. And then at the top of the pyramid, we provide mobile banking app. We're totally card agnostic. So any card, any scheme, Verve, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, Diners, we're totally card agnostic. So in terms of the different features and functions, the different buttons, we typically advise banks to go with a phased approach, switching on, not to be too overwhelming with too many switches. So at the top green ones, you've got the master switch. There's 4 of them. The in-store point of sale, internet, and cash to first go with. Then as a second phased approach, we could increase limits. So self-service, increase different limits. And just to let you know that the TranWall technology was not built specifically on card payment technology. It was also built on check and current accounts. So at a current and check account, we can do controls for banks, for account levels. So in terms of our new product innovation, we've got 4 different products. If I move from left to right, your left to right, the first is commercial card. This is multi-party control, whereby an employee can control an employer can control an employee's card. So for example, if an employee works in procurement in the finance team, an administrator within the company has a web-based control, can enter the card number in for this employee in the procurement team, and can actually turn on the card only to be used 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. The card shouldn't be used on the weekend. And then the second one, the yellow one, that is student and child control. This is control of a parent. A parent has a parent app, a child has a child app, is able to give a payment card to their child, and we can do controls down to a merchant category level. So for example, if their child is going to a shopping center to maybe watch a movie or have an ice cream, the parent can actually control the card down to merchant category code and get notifications of that payment. We also have a student card. So this is for parents when they want to give a payment card to their child, maybe studying abroad, and they can set different money limits for different types of payment transactions. Then the third innovation is a fleet card, a location-based fleet card. We have this live already with one of the biggest logistics company, trucker company. So they came and they approached us on behalf of the bank. They were experiencing huge fraud with their truck drivers. Their truck drivers get a petrol card, and what they do, they partner with one of the petrol attendants. They give the card to the petrol attendant plus the PIN, and they leave the card with them. And that petrol attendant, whenever they receive cash payments, they swipe the card or dip the card and enter the PIN. And then a couple of days later, when the truck driver returns, he or she takes the card, the truck driver, and they share the fraud. So what we did is we developed through their tracker a geo-location-based transaction control, and we significantly reduced their fraud. Then the red claim card, this was a product that we provided to insurance companies where they were experiencing quite a lot of fraud, and we were able to partner with the bank where they issued a prepaid card, and we could lock down that card could only be used at a certain merchant. So if the insurance company was paying out on a mobile phone, that insured person could only buy the phone at a specific store. So just in summary, in closing, our solution is very simple. It's card agnostic. It can do Visa, MasterCard, Verve. It's totally adaptable, so we're very open to customization. It ultimately reduces fraud through self-service. It increases the confidence of your customers, and it drives retention. Our implementation is very quick to market, about 5-6 weeks. We're fully PCI DSS compliant, and we can set up our integration within the bank environment. I thank you for your time. If there is some time, I can do some questions.